Calling fellow voice actors, this is a casting call announcement for a series that will be making its return on my channel. In 2020 leading 2021, I established the TGIF franchise, which is an alternate universe and alternate ending to William Shakespeare's tragedy Macbeth. TGIF gets its acronym from the goodness and forgiveness, as it begins as a redemption arc for Lady Gruach, aka Lady Macbeth. This casting call, however, is for a sequel series called The Perfect Consonance, which takes these characters and puts them in a fictional afterlife dimension. Banquo and Macbeth, spoiler alert, do unfortunately die in the original play. So Banquo and Macbeth are still dead, and therefore we will see them in this new plane of reality. In my book, Gruach, or Jen as she insists on going by in this AU, did not die in the play. She survives the aftermath and lives on for another few years until natural causes take hold. Having the three united once more in the afterlife, the conflict and tension between them commences. For further context, I have the prologue episode available on my channel. This production will be a multi-episode series following on from where the aforementioned pilot left off, with approximately 20 minutes per episode or 2,000 words per script. As with the franchise since the beginning, it will be in audio drama format, essentially a radio play with supporting illustrations for every change of action. Please note that production and deadlines will be relaxed and very slow paced. As with all my work, I want to prioritise enjoying the art of the process. Specifically, this is the casting call for Arc 1 of Season 1, which will focus on adjusting to the afterlife, exploring the domains, and reconnecting with old friends. For each arc, there will be additional casting calls with new characters introduced. Please note that this afterlife domain is entirely fictional, but does take a major influence from Christian and Greco-Roman mythologies. It does not reflect my own beliefs. Before you audition, I would like to make it clear that this production is completely voluntary and therefore unpaid and non-profit. However, still a fantastic opportunity for gaining experience and working with the amazing VAs I have in my custody already. If you do wish to audition, please abide by my kind requests. Applicants must have a Discord account this time, as this is where all contact and important updates will occur through a special server. Applicants must be 16 years old or older. Please know that this is not at all from a place of discrimination, just from a safeguarding perspective due to the darker subject matter within some episode narratives. I was tempted to make the minimum age 18, but have since decided to lower it in order to increase the audition pool. This next point is a bit of a negative one, but since I've had the misfortune of seeing a rise of it on Casting Call Club, I'm going to state primitively that I will not work with anyone who is homophobic and/or transphobic. Leave and take the weather with you. All auditions must be MP3 format, please. On behalf of storage, I unfortunately cannot accept WAV format this time around. A new rule I'd never have to include in my casting call in 2021, and certainly not in 2018, is no AI auditions. I am an anti-generative AI creator. With that criteria in mind, you'll find everything else you need to know, including how and where to send in your auditions and the characters available, all in the Google Doc, which is your first link in the description. Who, what, when, where, why is all in there. You will also get an insight into the themes, aesthetics, and narratives I'm going for within this series. As with last time, I will not be doing a results video and will be reaching out to successful applicants via direct messages and/or friend requests after the deadline. After 2 weeks have passed since the deadline, if you do not receive a message from me, safe to say your audition will not be processed forward this time around. But please remember that there will be more opportunities in the future, and this wasn't from a place of malice. Rejection is just a part of the audition process. There will be more casting calls for future arcs within this series. The deadline for all auditions is Tuesday the 30th of September. With that, if you have any questions, be sure to check the Google Doc first, and if anything is still unclear, feel free to reach out to me in the comment section of this video. If you are a former cast member, please confirm your availability to rejoin. All characters will be making their returns throughout the arc, so let me know if that is something you'd be interested in once more. Thank you for listening, and if you do decide to send in an audition, thank you so much!